Good evening. Something extremely risky is happening right now. Not 3 days ago. Not last week. Right now. As we speak, ballistic missiles are flying across the Middle East. American bases are being hit. Iranian targets are being bombed. And the United States Navy is preparing to escort oil tankers through the most dangerous stretch of water on Earth, the Strait of Hormuz. The United States Navy, for the first time since World War II, sunk a destroyer with a torpedo today. 1/5 of the world's oil moves through that narrow channel in the Middle East. And tonight, it's effectively a war zone. Iran's Revolutionary Guard is claiming complete control over the strait, while more than 200 ships sit stranded outside of it, waiting to see if they'll be attacked. Meanwhile, the United States and Israel have already struck nearly 2,000 targets inside Iran in just the first 100 hours of this campaign. And Iran isn't just firing rhetoric back. They're firing missiles. Missiles at bases, missiles at infrastructure, missiles that NATO air defenses are now shooting down over other countries' airspace. This is what escalation looks like. Not declarations of war, not speeches, just one risky move, followed by another, and another, and another, until suddenly the world realizes something has changed. The most important shipping lane on Earth is under military escort. The world's energy supply is hanging by a thread. And the question isn't whether the situation is dangerous. The question is this: how many more risks can everyone take before somebody miscalculates? Because history shows something very uncomfortable about moments like this. Wars don't always start with a decision. Sometimes they start with a gamble. We All Gonna Die Wednesday is now in session.
Livingston, roll that beautiful beam footage.
Hey, Alexa, you know what day it is? It's We All Gonna Die!
Is broken and
We call it the macros are broken. Got it.
Wants
We're back.
to work.
Can you hear us
Good
now?
evening, everybody. A quick question: did you hear any of the opening monologue?
Yeah, they did.
So professional. I know, Sunset. You think we've done this before. I'm hoping you guys at least caught the opening monologue. Michelle Law says yes. Eric says yes, 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 yes. Yankee Watchdog says no. Rewind, 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 rewind. Thank you. I'm getting text messages and everything. Much appreciated. appreciate y'all. Indy says, yes, we heard it. Cool. At least you got that part. Good evening, everybody. We'll start this all over again. Welcome to We All Gon' Die Wednesday.
It's our beloved subscribers.
The most banging podcast on YouTube, if I do say so myself, and I do. And some of y'all may agree. Shout out to everybody. We set the target goal tonight. As soon as we hit that goal, we're switching to the call-in show, like immediately. We're hooking up the digits to the pad and going right to the call-in show. Thank you guys so much for your donations. Kathy Williams, thank you. I really need this for my ringtone. Same. I'm working on it.
Copyrights.
It's trickier than I thought, honestly. Let's do this again. Teriyaki, Independent Men United. Good to see you. Teresa Buchanan, what's next? Good to see you. TT1 in the house. Roaming Prepper, fellow horseman. Good to see you. Prepper for Lifer. Kathy Williams, again, thank you so much for the donation. 101, good to see you. Katrinka, LOL, good to see you. You asked a question earlier. I'm going to ask you to re-ask that question in the chat, Katrinka, because I have an answer for you. Gypsy, thank you, my friend. Appreciate it. Much appreciated. It's just a sticker. We can't heart it. The super chats we can heart and stuff. Ghost Lincoln, good to see you, brother. JD Prepping Erie in the house. See you, CV Farmer. What's up, brother? Tiger 454. L Dog, good to see you. Michelle Law, Michelle PW. We got all kinds of people in the house tonight, Livingston, man.
Yeah, especially one of them that I want to call out right now. And one of them caught my eye, and that was Revelation 6:2. I know who you are.
Oh.
Revelation 6:2 describes death, the horseman of the apocalypse.
Ooh.
That guy. Behold a rider on a pale horse. I ask you, sir or madam, who are you to impersonate me?
Grit and Grace, the farming florist. Hardest working girl on YouTube right there. Appreciate you, sister. Dirt Farmer, good evening, my friend. Robbie Dover, what's good? Scott Hummer, thank you so very much, my friend. Much appreciated. Jason M. Schmidt, what up, buddy? Bad Blobber in the house. Man, Rabbit Coyote, what up? We got a whole lot of people here tonight, Livingston, man.
Yeah, and number one is myself. And why have you brought us here? What's the matter with you?
World's on fire. There'd be some crazy shit going down in some very important places. And world don't look so hot right now. Looks well,
burning hot.
Yeah,
shit hot.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
they call it shit hot.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong at all.
Something about like just a little, plus or minus half the countries in the planet is engaged in military shit right now. We were talking about last night on the Horseman, and if you caught it, you was there. But if you didn't catch it, you should go back. But World War III.
I made a video about
There's
it.
a couple of different ways you can look at it, and there's a couple of different ways where we're actually already in it.
Yeah,
and,
they say technically no, but what World War III really wants to see?
But definitely nuclear weapons.
Nuclear armed superpowers trading blows. Not necessarily nuclear weapons, but trading blows. Missiles. U.S. on Russia. China on Russia, China on U.S.
Superpower versus superpower, not this proxy,
right?
not this proxy nonsense.
Correct.
Right.
Once it steps out of the proxy thing, once we start seeing treaties being invoked, once we start seeing like Article 5 being discussed, once we see some crazy shit with insurance and shipping where they're just not going to do it anymore, that we're the video I made was about the tripwires, right? The things that could cause this to turn into a world war real quick. And they are tripping over them left and right. Left and right. Tripping over these tripwires, pulling the pin on whatever's on the other side, and away it goes, right? You pull enough of these things, and the boats of soldiers are getting ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So we are... Yeah, that's fucking close, folks. I
was heartened, though. My spirit was lifted to learn from the President of the United States that if, in fact, we have enough munitions that war can last forever. And I was like, so it's really cool. I'm really happy that that's on the table.
Ferocious. Thank you for that. I'm not worried really about anything that happens. I'm pretty prepared. honestly. I am worried for the world. I am worried for the children. I am worried for the future, right? It doesn't keep me up at night. Preparedness is enough insurance, and I've got some preparedness, Livingston. Man, I've been doing this a minute, you know. So I sleep okay at night, but I worry during the day. I worry about the way things are going to turn out. I worry about what's next. Every time the internet glitches, I'm like, here we go. This is it. This is it, boys. It's coming. Because it's not just me. Do y'all feel like the other shoe has yet to drop? Like Iran right now is kind of just solely on the defensive. They're getting walloped left and right. And they haven't really had a chance to mount a formidable defense. They're just straight up lobbing shit at anything they can get a lock on. Anything they can get a lock on. They don't even care. They do not even care, right? They're just lobbing shit everywhere. They're a wounded animal right now. They are very dangerous. Personally, I think they've had nuclear weapons for years. Personally.
You're talking about Iran?
Yeah. I think they've had nuclear weapons for years, and they use it as a bargaining chip.
Doesn't seem to be doing much good here.
Well, maybe not right now, but when your back's against the wall, your whole regime is going to fall, and you say you will never surrender, you will fight to the death, right? That's their pledge right now. We will never surrender. We will fight to the death. What happens when the leadership's been annihilated, right?
And will
I want to say the roaming
and will
prepper
continue to be.
Roaming prepper alluded to this earlier in his live stream.
They keep saying dumb shit like, "Oh, the next guy in line is this dude." Yeah. Not that
so
dude
now
either.
there's
Shit.
nobody running the show, yet missiles continue to be launched by generals, sergeants, privates, whoever can arm the thing and send it. That's your duty until they kill you, right? Keep fighting till you're dead.
The fun thing about this particular newest military conflict on the world stage is we don't get to know fuck all about what's actually going on. You just drip-fed, cherry-picked information that is propaganda. By its nature. I'm not picking a side here. I'm just saying that.
I totally
of course, they're going to tell you like that, like the enemy bad and we good, and this, that, and the other thing,
Well,
and
it's
whatever.
propaganda from one side or the other.
Make no mistake. When America starts flexing its military power like this, I get like motherfucking patriotic. I watched. You watched it.
I watched a submarine sink a destroyer
for the first time in like
with
75
a torpedo.
years. Yeah,
it was the
blew
most
that
violent
son of a
explosion I have ever seen.
American firepower is not to be fucked with. When brought to bear, it is practically invincible. The only thing that has ever worked remotely against it is completely asymmetrical warfare, complete guerrilla tactics. That it takes years and stuff. Like there's not going to be such a thing as invading Iran. Like there's a lot of hope that
No, they're
regime change without boots on the ground is what I'm
listen,
hearing, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah, but I got to tell you, right now there are troops massed on the border of Iraq and Iran. The Kurds have already entered Iran. So say the Kurds, not verified information, but I did a little digging tonight.
What is up with these Kurds, though? Like, what is with them? How come they don't get their own nation by now?
We've abandoned them quite a few times.
And
yet
they still stay fighting for us, bro.
They're fighting for themselves. Any chance that they have to be armed by the United States, anybody's going to take advantage of, because they're just going to give you crates or whatever.
Do you see how murky these situations are?
Listen, we are sliding down the slippery slope at breakneck speed. I have been preaching for months, if not a year, that the rest of the world is preparing for World War III, and you should be too. I heeded my warnings. I took my own advice. I sincerely hope that everybody out there is doing all they can to make sure that you're ready for whatever comes your way. Dunkley.
That's Travis for sure. It's Travis Medic, otherwise known as I know
Never
it is.
ignore you. I see you.
Thank you for
I
your
just
donations.
have a few
everybody.
points to get across here this
We
evening.
have 2 minutes and 47 seconds left to our.
To the goal. Well, you know, if we don't reach it, we don't reach it. But that's no big deal. There's plenty to talk about tonight, Livingston, man.
This person with the pinned thing. Are missiles coming down in your neighborhood? No, take a breath. And yeah.
I agree.
But you know, like
Ferocious, I agree.
for a lot of people, like 5 minutes ago, like missiles weren't coming down. See, missiles got a way of coming in without you fucking knowing they're coming. Like this.
Yeah, the video that we made about that, where I was talking to you on the cell phone, you were asking me questions, and you were recording me, and I didn't know about it. He made a whole intro video like that. It used to be the video when you came to Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival. It was like the introduction video to the channel. It was red flagged by YouTube, so I took it down from there. They don't like that.
It was a pretty dark take on
But
society.
I mean, it was the cold hard truth that there will be no warning. The government's not going to warn us. It's just, you know, after action reports. You know, shit blew up here today. That's what we'll get. We're not going to get warning. No, they don't care about us that much. They don't care about us that much.
They can't give up operational security to let us
100%.
know. We knew that shit was coming 2 weeks ago. We couldn't tell you, or otherwise our enemies would have exploited that.
Yeah, I saw some interviews with. So I went searching for news.
Like when they
today,
knew right off the bat. Like remember that Titan
Tiger,
submarine?
thank you.
Remember the Titan submarine? And
That's the one we've broken the goal already.
the U.S. Navy
y'all
knew
did
that
it?
submarine blew up, but couldn't say nothing because.
OPSEC. Yeah, we can't let them know what we have. We'll start the call-in show here in just a minute. But I want to make this point before we start that. I was searching the news today for news about what's going on. And what I found was a lot of opinions and a lot of maybes and might-haves. Not a lot of facts. It's very important to remember that we are just stepping into the fog of war. And we are in it. And everything you see and everything you hear is not necessarily what is actually going on and happening at present time. There's a lot of people out there sharing misinformation just for clicks. And in this kind of climate, that stuff is going to spread really fast. So I ask that you think about things before you share them and verify it as best you can, right? Verify it as best you can, because it's important not to mislead people, in my opinion. It's real important. So in searching for the news, Livingston Man, what I found was that some of the best news, just straight up reporting, this happened today, this happened here, this is what's going on now. Al Jazeera, right? I went to Al Jazeera and I found just kind of
Them and the BBC are probably the
facts.
most reliable sources.
just facts, right? Not the twist, not the political spin, just some facts. And I found that this Iranian vessel was sunk off the coast of Sri Lanka today by torpedo. Sri Lanka then set out search parties to look for survivors. They heard about where this happened and all amassed on that area. And they said that they found no trace. There was no debris in the water. There was nothing left
They blew a damn ship sky high.
of this ship. Now that
Also, I thought it was against the rules, or at least used to be, that you didn't abandon survivors in naval warfare. Like you were obligated to like.
rescue them with your nuclear-powered submarine.
It's supposed to be a thing. I mean, U-boats would surface and attempt in certain cases. Even the evil
save
Nazis
people?
would try
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it was supposed to be. It used to be. I'm not an expert in international naval warfare, but I think it used to be a thing that you were obligated to at least fucking mayday that position and be like, we blew these motherfuckers up.
Yeah. Well, I do think that the U.S. Radioed in the Sri Lankan authorities that they sunk the ship and come search for survivors. We can't exactly do that. So, but to find absolutely no debris, no trace of the ship.
I felt like it's
The
oil
lady they were
slick.
interviewing literally said it was like it vanished.
It blew it sky high. It broke his back. Like,
Oh, yeah.
thing just shattered.
Yeah.
The United
Yankee
States.
Watchdog. That's what I'm saying. There had to be an oil slick or something.
That's how they knew even where to look. There was indeed that happened. Like they blew that ship up.
Oh man.
But with absolutely devastating modern American
Torpedoes.
firepower.
Torpedoes.
Like, the biggest part of America's war fighting capability is absolute like shock, awe. Resistance is futile. What you see, like this new generation of airstrikes, this ain't shock and all like we saw back in 2003 Iraq. This is shock and all like fucking phones ring and the whole building fucking blows up from coordinated airstrikes from 30 different aircraft.
Yeah.
And with drones and people watching on the ground and
It's
shit.
true.
It's
true.
crazy, this next generation of warfare. I don't...
What generation do you think we're on?
6.
6?
Yeah, I think 6. I believe because they called 5th generation, correct me if I'm wrong, and they will. 5th generation was stealth aircraft and whatnot.
Okay.
We're on 6 where it's autonomous.
Oof.
Drones.
Yeah, but keep in mind, Livingston, man, that a drone is also classified now as an F-35 and F-22, some of the B-2 stealth bombers and things like that.
If you've been keeping up, the Pentagon is big mad that there was rules that the AI couldn't kill people, and the Pentagon was like, that's the problem.
Well, that was just that one company. Anthropic had a statement that they would never use it for mass surveillance and they would never use it to target humans, and that was the two things that the government wanted it to do, and they said no, supposedly. And then this big thing about we can't use it anymore. Everybody's got to delete it from their shit. And
if we allow AI to autonomously decide who lives and dies, then all the evil prophecies that I have told you over the 160 episodes of this show. Did I mention we're celebrating?
160. We all done die. Wednesday's getting old.
The AI is super fun when you want to make yourself like a fictional manor lord who has to shovel his own snow and fight off gangs of roofers. But the AI is not fun when the fucking robot dog trots up to you and gets to decide whether you exist or not. And our current military leadership has in fact decreed that AI should be allowed to kill people, and it's a problem if it doesn't.
Yeah. This is the world we're in now.
Why is it world hashtag at the world? Why is it that every fucking time we are warned about a specific threat to our existence that will cause us fucking problems, we are like, fucking, let's just do that shit. You know what? Go ahead, bro. Because you know why? Because we're all a bunch of bloodthirsty fear mongers. We all need to see. We all need to be rubbernecking at the crash site. We need to see robots fucking killing people. We need to see it because it's unprecedented. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. Our bloodlust for fucking sensational media is just too much for us.
Muted.
Take a deep breath and unmute the microphone.
Yeah, all the macros are broken. If you change scenes, no audio. But it doesn't stay. Gotta fix it.
Woof.
Needs some time under the hood. She needs an oil change.
I want you
Rabbit
guys to
Coyote
imagine.
Says, best speech ever.
I want you guys to imagine.
Oops, too much high tech, 100%.
This is the problem with these stupid fucking streaming software things. I'm not going to get frustrated. I'm going to relax my face. But it's like you need an update, and then you update it, and it breaks everything. And you don't realize this has happened until you're fucking live, and it's stupid. Yeah. I apologize, but I want you all to imagine what I just said, because there's no way I'm going to reenact that. We often get those. That's fucking cool.
Smokey Blazer, good to see you. Who else did I see pop in here? Fossil Channel, good to see you, brother. And y'all are just in time for us to show off the broken macros again as we start the Hudson Valley Prepping and Survival call-in show. Call now for your free reading. Yardbird says, you guys can't figure out the tech, typical boomers. Oh, good stuff. James, good to see you. Thank you for stopping in tonight. Teresa says,
Fucking did it again.
oh, it broke it again. Call now for your free reading. 1-866-HV-PREP-1. I gotta get my ears on. I have to get my my audio up. And we all know that everything's broken right now. So please stand by, ladies and gentlemen. We will be connecting to the stream here shortly. Boom, we are connected, Livingston Man. Do you have your audio control panel, my friend? Because I believe we may need it for the callers when they call in, adjust the volume on the fly.
Bluetooth is active.
Phone lines are now open. World War III, are we there? Is it some bullshit, or is this something risky? I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts, your comments, your commentary. 1-866-HV-PREP-1. The phone lines are open. Livingston Man, we have our first caller of the evening. Good evening, caller. What's your name? Where are you calling from? How you doing tonight?
It's Summer indeed. I'm calling. I'm kind of busy tonight. I'm sorry I can't hang out. Just hang in there, everybody. Everything's going to be okay.
Amen. Thank you so much, SRD. Appreciate you calling in, brother. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Have a great night. SRD. Thank you so much for calling in tonight. Really appreciate it, brother. He's right. He's right. I mean, we have no control over the situation whatsoever, Livingston Man. So we got to kind of roll with the punches, right? Unfortunately, we need to wait for that other shoe to drop, but we can't. We can only be proactive in our preparedness. That's as much proactiveness as we can get out of this situation. So be as prepared as you can be. You know, do as much as you can now. That way you don't have to scramble when things get crazy. That's what worries me, is the folks who are going to have to scramble because they, you know, maybe they thought about preparedness. And you and I know that 80% of people aren't going to do anything. 20% have thought about it. And then there's the 10% that are doing it. Oh, we have another caller. We got to change this to the We All Gonna Die Wednesday theme song. This is horrible.
Incoming call from your 800.
Good evening. Thank you for calling the Hudson Valley Hotline. What's your name? Where are you calling from, caller?
Mike from Minnesota.
Mike from Minnesota. Good evening, my friend.
How you doing?
Very good, man. Yourself?
Hey, do I have to go and get the mop suit out and damn 40 mask and what?
I certainly
Be
hope
afraid.
I bought all that stuff, but I pray to God I never have to use it.
Same.
I mean, I got the detectors and everything.
It's
I'm not joking.
You know, when
anyhow, here on the serious side of things, I want to have one thing to answer for last week about the gardening. Okay, and this is these people live, eat, and breed seed saving. It's called seedsaversexchange.org. You go online, you can get their catalog. They don't have a gigantic list of stuff, but everything is pure seed. If you become a member, they got a catalog like 20,000 members where, other people swapping seeds back and forth.
Listen,
it's almost as big as a monkey ward catalog.
Seedsaver.org, is that what you called it?
Yes.
Saver,
yeah,
V as in Victor.
Exchange. Seedsaversexchange.org.
All right, there we go.
They're out of Decorah, Iowa. I've been there to the farm. It was like a pilgrimage.
Fuck. Livingston man can't type right now.
Yeah. Seedsaverexchange.org.
GE.org. Here's the link. Seedsaversexchange.
Livingston, man, that really looks like Seed Saver Sex Change. Let's not
That's
share
what it
that
says.
link. I know, but let's not. Seedsaverexchange.org. Type at your own risk, ladies and gentlemen. When I look the website up, I'll come back after the live stream and drop it in the comments for everybody.
And then,
Look, it says it. Look, it says it.
Oh, good golly.
Oh, man.
But there's a book. There is a book that, if you look at their library section, where all the merch is, the woman's name is Suzanne Ashworth. Okay? And she's like, like a scientist almost. And her book is called Seed to Seed. And it shows you. I have the book, but it's kind of buried under a bunch of other stuff right now. But it's called Seed to Seed. Get the second edition. There may be a third by now. And it shows you all the intricacies of seed saving, where everything isn't like saving hot pepper seeds, which any kind of peppers is the easiest thing.
Okay.
But for instance, when you get into cucumbers, you got to let you find the best ones, the healthiest ones. You let them rot till they turn to mush.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because they have to develop that fungi to encapsulate the seeds. Then you take them through a sieve. You wash all that out, paper towel them, and just lay them there, let them dry. And that's how you'll get
viable seeds.
Your seeds from that.
Okay. Fantastic.
But it explains all those things. And tomatoes is another thing where you put them in a blue bunny pail ice cream, like a gallon size. Put of your best, because you want the best to come out of the seeds for genetics. So you pick your best tomatoes and you'll mash them up, put them in there, and when that mold develops on the surface, all the seeds that fall to the bottom, those are the ones you want to keep.
Okay.
All the mold and the other seeds that stay in there, you scoop that out. I used to be an organic gardener, plus I started a truck farm and community supported agriculture many years ago, and a farmer's market. And so
that's awesome.
That's what I did. all the animals I raised, cattle, goats, that all went into the compost. And I had a little 18, oh God, I wish I still had it, an 18 horsepower diesel Yanmar, a Japanese tractor with a 4-foot tiller. I would just drive back and forth over to aerate the compost pile until it was like a sweet smelling black earth. All of
that black dirt's the good stuff.
With the other tractor, the big one with the bucket, all of that went into my garden. That's how I used to raise things.
That's the good dirt.
I never sprayed this property. It looks like it. I've never sprayed my property with, any chemicals or nothing.
That's the way to do it, as organic as you can.
That way you know what you're eating, literally.
Could not agree more. Mike from Minnesota, thank you so much for calling in tonight, Mike. We really appreciate your call, and great conversation, man. I'm looking forward to saving some of my heirloom seeds this year and putting some of your methods to work.
Sure. And one thing real quick about what you said, the reason the government won't tell us, it's easy. They don't want 350 million people going buck wild. We're all going to die.
That's
and
right.
then ripping the politicians' eyes. They would rather we all die so they could stay in power in their little rat holes. I don't know how long that's going to last, but yeah, that's why they don't want to tell us. They're afraid we'll panic. It's better we die than panic. That's the mindset.
Could not agree more, Mike from Minnesota. We will be the last ones to know when something's going down.
Honest to goodness.
Mike, thank you so
Okay,
much
take
for
care.
calling. I appreciate you calling, Mike. Have a great night.
You too.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, bye.
Mike from Minnesota, gardening tips and a little insight into why we all gonna die Wednesday. True story. True story.
Do you see it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's still not as funny as Mike's website. That was pretty hilarious. That one got me good, man. I had a real composure. When he typed it out, I was like, no, don't share that. I'm reading it. And I'm like, no.
They should have thought it out. Maybe a little better.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seed saver sex chain. Fucking showing up for that.
Oh, man.
Excuse me? What kind of website is this, man?
That's the best seed site you've ever fucking been on.
It's like those, what do they call those things like that? Seed arc? Like, what kind of, what are we doing?
God. Wow. 1-866 HV Prep 1 is the number for the Hudson Valley hotline. World War III is on the horizon, folks. It's it's coming any minute. I thought this was a family show. It says not for kids. Right on the button I push before I schedule the live stream Yardbirds.
Our audience is the type of people that buy Grand Theft Auto 5 for their 10-year-olds.
True story. And then wonder why he curses so much. You're right.
Just want to head on down to the old seed saver sex. See what's going on down there. You guys, kind of fucking culture y'all building, bro.
Whoever this is,
My
I have
night
to
shot. Just
thank
mute the
them.
microphone.
I have to thank them. Hello and welcome to the Hudson Valley Hotline. What's your name? Where are you calling from, caller?
It's Hillbilly Honey in Georgia again.
Hillbilly Honey, how are you doing this evening?
I'm wonderful. I would have called sooner, but I just sat down to eat.
Well, thank you so much for calling. What's on your mind tonight, Hillbilly Honey?
Well, I'm just been, listening in the background while I'm up moving around. And World War III already started. And I say that goes back to 2020 because they attacked everybody on fucking Earth. Excuse my language. My bad.
You're,
I'll try to hold that
you're
back.
on We All Gonna Die Wednesday, Hillbilly Honey. You let her rip, Tater Chip.
And all the distractions going on with Iran. Have you noticed they forgot about Ukraine? When's the last time you heard about Ukraine?
Yeah, you really don't hear much about it right now. You're right. And I think this is also...
When's the last time you heard about any hot button topic? That's the thing. They move the news cycle to get people off of this shit. The Epstein files shit. When's the last time you heard about that? Ukraine. When's the last time you heard about that? Gaza. When's the last time you heard about that? Everything everybody gets all uppity about. Like, they move that through. They're like, enough. We're on to the next. And everybody gets pissed about the new shit. And we fall victim to it every time.
Well, I found the secret to a happy, stress-free life where things in the world are concerned. And I just watch the animals. If they acting up, I go crawl in a cave.
Hey, that's, mankind has survived many an apocalyptic scenario, according to the scientists, by having enough of this shit and going into a cave. So you might have the right idea, Hillbilly Honey.
I mean, everybody's building bunkers, but let's face it, the Earth has her own, and they're pretty expensive, and there's more than people know.
Very, very true. Very, very true. And always send somebody you don't like too much in first, just in case there's a bear in that bad boy, right?
We also have trucking lines straight to Ohio. We can send people to Ohio with remarkable speed. Hillbilly Honey, have you checked out the ultra hot website, seedsaversexchange.com? Have you checked it out yet? Because I hear they got some cool. It's going on over there. I can't get over it.
I mean, I live in a pretty small town, and we have a few homosexual people, but even they didn't get that far.
They didn't go to the Seed Savers Exchange, everybody. It's not what it looks like it says. It's Seed Savers Exchange, you fucking perverts. All right? I know we've seen it, but you don't believe your lying eyes, all right? It's different. That is the highlight of my night tonight. That's Tom from Minnesota or something, right?
Mike from Minnesota.
Mike from Minnesota. I apologize. Thank you for that link. And it was, I know you did it in good faith, but we typed it out and we've seen it, dog. It's like every time there's a horseman podcast, I'm like, that's just that horse semen right there. It's just that horse semen. Can't not see it. It's my problem.
I'm doing the horseman broadcast if I put a video out of me riding my horse.
Oh man, I tell you what, we are off the rails here this evening, and with good reason, man. I mean, the world's on fire. If you can't find something to laugh about right now, you're not going to see yourself through the apocalypse. So please find some humor in the small things in life, right? I mean, you gotta.
That's what it is. It's going to happen whether you want it to or not.
Oh man,
I'm definitely feeding Seed Saver Sex Change into my fucking AI tomorrow. I'm gonna come out with a whole new business. This is a different thing. This is a different thing than what they were doing. Aren't you glad you called in?
Thank you so much, Hillbilly Honey.
Always. I love you guys.
We appreciate hearing from you.
Absolutely, I sure do. I
We
sure
can call
do.
I'm calling you a regular at this point.
Oh yeah. Hillbilly Honey is definitely one of our regulars, and as always, this channel is still sponsored by Eric N1 RV. Thank you, Eric. We appreciate you. And Hillbilly Honey, thank you so much for calling in tonight. We really appreciate hearing from you.
I'm glad I can make you gentlemen laugh. I'm going to hang up now and just listen to the rest of the show.
You got it, boss lady. Thank you so much. Have a great night.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
Man, I'm gonna type it in.
Horseman?
No. Seed Saver Exchange. Seed Saver. Oh, look, it must have been listening. It's right there. It's a non-profit organization.
Well, they should have really thought about...
Seedsavers.org.
I cried real tears over their fucking URL. So their marketing team needs to like read the shit that they fucking produce. Cause
well, they didn't produce it. It's seedsavers.org. It's Seed Saver Exchange, but it's seedsavers.org is the website. So I will let's see if I can find this live stream.
No, it ain't.
It is.
Seed Saver Sex
Seedsaver.org. Oh, you had a pop up. They're hacking into the stream. So I got a question for everybody out there. Have you guys experienced hacking, attempted hacks of any of your social media accounts or anything like that? Let me know in the comments if you guys are experiencing these things, because as of late, I have had an absolute ton of people attempting to hack a few of my accounts. And it happens all the time. All the time. I get notifications from the different social media platforms that somebody attempted to log in, but we stopped them over and over and over and over again. So I'm not really sure if it's just me or if this is something that's happening much broader, much bigger, or if I'm kind of being targeted by some individuals overseas, which could totally be. You know, who knows? Who knows? Anything is possible, right? I make sure that I leave all options open and everything is on the table. I gotta tell you, this the analytics system for YouTube is like super duper broken, like really freaking broken. And I open up the stream and can't get into the chat. Figures. Sorry, I'm just trying to send that link for seedsaver.org to y'all. Boom. Did it. Must be talking about Facebook. Yes, recently. Rick Mavic time. Yeah, Facebook's been a big one. Vanessa Kitty says use extremely long passwords, etc. I'm only on YouTube, no other social media. Good to you. Farm Girl, good to see you, sister. Hope all is well. Send the other link. No, that's the right one, Yardbirds. That is not the other link. L Dog quit Facebook a long time ago. I don't blame you, man. A lot of people did. And Vanessa Kitty has the YouTube glitch today. Interesting. Last night it was the Angry Prepper. I was modding in his live stream, and it was constant, Livingston, man. Every 10 seconds, he would wheel of death for 2 or 3 seconds, and then start right back where he left off. So if you rewound the stream by like a minute or two, you weren't really too far off in the chat, and it stopped the glitching until the glitches amounted to where you had caught up to where he was actually live. And then the whole entire broadcast went to shit. Really, really weird.
I think to approach this from a sober point of view would be that with the current ramp up of just global conflict and events is that there's just super increased internet traffic. So a lot of times what we think are these like terrible, like horrible things are actually just mundane, like inconveniences that we're not used to anymore.
True story. Dan Rose.
One in the chat, if you remember like dial-up internet, I remember having to smoke, I could smoke a cigarette while the web page loaded. All right. So like, I often point out that the pace of modern society is enough to make you just impatient in general. As soon as something takes more than 5 or 10 seconds, you're like, what the fuck is going on here?
We are definitely an instant gratification society, 100% instant gratification society. And we tap our toe and wait for the microwave, right? 30 seconds is just too long to wait. You got to stop it with 1 second left, Livingston.
If you ever put something in the microwave for 5 minutes, you're like, oh my God, I'm going to die. I'm 100 years old. Like, I'm going to die soon. Like, I only hope my food is
Don't
done.
microwave on a Wednesday.
Don't. Look what it does to you. Is there solar flares and sunspots or something going on too? Aren't you guys usually on this on the vanguard of these warnings?
Yeah, I haven't.
Why
been,
is the internet fucking slow, huh?
Okay, so I'll tell you why the internet's slow. You want to know the honest answer? In Saudi Arabia, yesterday, there was some missile strikes from some Iranian missiles, which just so happened to take out AWS servers that were housed there. And that created a chain reaction that...
what is AWS?
Amazon Web Service. They're like...
Which, interestingly enough, seems to power like...
majority of the internet. Yeah, go figure. Amazon is the internet. The internet is Amazon.
It's how when you talk... It's why when you talk about something in the privacy of your own home that when you log on to like social media, it shows you ads for that exact fucking thing you were talking about.
It's...
Try it. Turn your Alexa's microphone off and then say Alexa and it'll say your microphone is off and you say, how did you fucking know that?
Don't put those things in your house.
I don't, 15 of them in my house.
I don't activate those things in my device. If it's going to listen to me, it's going to do it. It's going to do it without my permission. I felt that once I grant that permission, that it can never be revoked. In the eyes of, they'll change the policy, whatever the policy is, right? They'll change it to fit whatever they want, and they'll keep it forever, you know? What's that, Ancestry DNA?
Talk about selling your data.
Well, yeah.
Talk about selling your fucking existence. You want to clone yourself? Because
their website says that they're never going to sell your data. They destroy all your stuff after 30 days or something like that. It's not real.
What the large print give, the fine print take.
Incoming call from your 800.com account.
Yo, what's up, playo? What you doing?
Good evening and welcome to the Hudson Valley Hotline. What's your name? Where are you calling from, caller?
Rob from Florida.
Rob from Florida. What's up, brother? Welcome to We All Gonna Die Wednesday. The man who actually started all of this call-in show stuff, Livingston, man. Do you remember that this whole entire thing started with, as we were ending a live stream, it was right about this time of the evening. And we were just about to shut down the stream, and we were Bluetoothing music into the stream that night from Suno. And I got a phone call, and all of a sudden it started ringing, and I saw who it was, and we put him on the spot and answered the phone, and it spun into this call-in show. Rob, thank you so much for calling, brother. How are you?
Oh, yeah, I got some bad news this morning, but I'm doing better now. But
well, I'm sorry to hear about your bad news, and I'm glad you're doing a little bit better. If there's anything I can do for you after the show, feel free to reach out. I'd love to chat with you. I hope all is well with you.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I sent you a text. I'll talk to y'all after the show about personal matters and whatnot. But we'll get back to the point. So, question for I guess you guys, what is your take on, I mean, I've watched the whole show, so I know kind of a little bit, but what's the worst part of us attacking Iran, in your opinion?
The worst part about us attacking Iran, in my opinion, is the civilian casualties. The folks who are not involved in this fight at all, the complete and total destruction of property and buildings and infrastructure and things like that. The innocence that's shattered during these things is what gets me.
I think it's our loss of credibility on the world stage. Like we don't get to stand there and point the finger at other people and say you flouted international law and you acted unilaterally and you just did what you felt like doing, and then turn around and do it too. Like an eye for an eye makes everybody blind. So like the status quo, like just because everybody else is doing it, like that's the whole like you're gonna jump off a bridge just because everybody else did thing. It sets a dangerous precedent. What I think you might see now is everybody just doing what they want to do because it's being proven that international law isn't a thing as long as you're in a certain club.
Yeah. What are your thoughts,
For
Rob?
sure. Yeah. Yeah. No, I agree with both sides of that. I mean, it's definitely it's like Lou said earlier, it's a fluid situation, and I mean it could go either way, really, to our benefit, both geopolitically or to our detriment. You know, it could be something that hurts us or something that heals us. And I really don't know right now. Like, it's too early to say, but there's a lot of moving parts right now, and there's a lot of things that are still up in the air, in my opinion. You know, I mean, I'm not going to call a spade until I know the full, until I see your hand. And there's obviously a lot of things that they're holding close to the chest, which is consistent with military protocol. Obviously, they're not going to show their cards, and they're not going to tell everybody what they're doing. They're not going to let them know where they're hitting or whatever. And that's understandable. And as a public, like Lou alluded to earlier, like everybody's so hungry for the information, and they want to see, they want to hear, they want to feel all this stuff. They're just hungry for war. They don't even realize it, but then they're in an outrage when it actually happens. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that are going on right now, and I guess I don't want to go on a tangent or anything like that, but basically that's my opinion. Is there's just so many moving parts. You can't call anything right now.
Yeah.
You can't really say that this is the direction that we're going. Nobody knows anything right now. I mean, the government's doing what they're doing, and we're just like the previous caller said, we're sitting here on our hands waiting for whatever information, whatever bullshit that they feed us, pardon my French.
Yeah.
But it's whatever they give us is what we know, and we can get our news elsewhere and other sources, because the media is, in my opinion, useless these days. But again, my own opinion.
Yeah, they're spinning everything one way or another.
Especially your own homegrown media is going to tell you the
home turf
story you kind of want to hear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I appreciate your recognition that that we kind of all just get to sit here and get up to speed if we can. Like, we just get to stand by and monitor the situation. And I could broaden that to both sides or all sides of any conflict. It's civilians that always seem to bear the brunt of warfare. Where soldiers are, trained, equipped, and protected. All you got to do is just shoot fucking rockets at apartment buildings and prove your so-called point.
Everybody else is left to fend for themselves and be their own first responder and, warrior at that point,
Right, and you start to realize that, they're just, I don't know who wrote the song, but war, what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
James Brown. James Brown.
It's good only for the Undertaker, but anymore we find out that it's very good for the stock market. It's very good for defense contractors.
Oh, it's not so great for the stock market's done nothing but take a shit.
Yeah, there's people making money.
Yeah, people short in stocks because they knew war was coming. But
this casino.
What are your thoughts, Rob? Where do you, everybody's trying to read the tea leaves. Where do you, in your mind, where do you see this ending up?
I mean, it's already a hot war, in my opinion.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
missiles are flying.
we haven't put ground yet, but
Carpet
it's a
bombing.
full-on hot war, and I mean, yes, for what and there's posts and all these things all over the internet now, and about we declared war in Iran 47 years ago or something like that. I don't have the exact dates. Correct me if I'm wrong. Admonish me if I am. But and whatever. That's all well and good. Okay, it's to the legal right for whatever. If that's true, then okay. I can't wrap my head around why all of a sudden it's a precedent. Like, now is the time. And unless you bring up other things, and I won't say that on the video, but and then also, you have midterms coming up. So what are we trying to achieve here? Are we trying to corner a vote? Are we trying to coerce some people that may be leaning left or whatever?
We're trying to rebuild the third temple,
I
brother. We're trying to cause Armageddon.
Livingston, man, it's funny that you say that, because I've actually heard that said, that there was complaints filed from soldiers who got come down from command in the U.S. military that said, this is God's war, and this is to bring about the revelation and the end times and the whole 9 yards.
They're not even lying to you at this point. They are telling you their specific goals. For better or worse, that is what awaits us all. The tribulations are here.
So is this your Gog versus Magog? Is this where we're at right now?
Well, eschatologically, Gog and Magog have never been definitively defined.
Correct.
But I do believe that,
You'll know it when you see it.
It's very hard to not point to biblical things going on right now.
I mean, for sure. There's no doubt about that. I mean, there's definitely. I mean, you look across the world. I mean,
But
it's everywhere. And I'm not going to go into detail on it because I have a couple other things that I don't know if you guys have. Do you guys have other callers? I don't want to be. I don't.
No, sir. You will be the last caller of the evening.
You have
Rob.
their utmost attention.
So I saw an interview with Mr. Marco Rubio, the Secretary of State, and it was the day after all this started, and he basically had said that Israel was going to strike Iran no matter what. That Israel was going to take this action, and the U.S. government decided to act because they didn't want to have to be reactive to Iranian missiles inbound at our facilities in the Middle East, like they said they would do. That we wanted to strike first so that we could take out as many of those as possible to lessen the amount of incoming. That was because out of Marco Rubio's mouth, is that Israel was going to do this no matter what, so we had to move first so that we didn't lose more lives.
And I mean, I will say to that point, I mean, in a nutshell, it does make sense, because Israel at this point, in my opinion, is, and this is, again, my opinion, not fact, my opinion, is completely unhinged in their direction, where they're going, what they're doing. They don't really have a direction. All they know is Iran bad, It's like Orange Man bad all over again, like what Lou said earlier. And it really is like it's one of those things where we're herding cats in a sense. We're trying to keep the peace, but unfortunately, it's going to take time and it may cost lives. Is the way that I think, in my opinion, again, the government is looking at it is we're trying to herd the chaos that's going on between these two warring countries that have been warring for hundreds of years. I may be wrong. It may be less than that, but
it could be that we're just trying to protect the people around there and target the missiles that are coming down.
I have to agree. I have to disagree with you on that.
It's so fog of war right now. It's so hard to tell, man. It just sucks.
There is a very religion-centric idea around this entire area. They call it the Holy Land for a reason. Okay, it's the
they've been fighting
birthplace
over it forever.
The entire time. Now, up here, homeboy said something about 1,000 years after the
the Gog and Magog war is after the 1,000-year reign.
Right
of
now,
Jesus.
then I ask you, then how long has Christ been worshipped as the Lord? And I would posit that it's about 1,000 years. Okay. I always point this out. I'm not a particularly religious person, but that the eschatology, the book of Revelation,
it's all kind of lining up.
It really starts to line up, and you should never be not open to new ideas. Never, always ask yourself the first question you should ask yourself every fucking time in any social or philosophical way is: am I wrong here? Is there something I'm overlooking?
Yeah.
Zeal and passion is great and everything, but being blatantly wrong and refusing to stand on like business is inexcusable. We're in the end times now. We have to be. Earthquakes, wildfires, war, famine, death. All the horsemen are riding and have been. We all gonna die Wednesday at 160 times. Look outside. Look at the state of the world. And thank whatever higher power you choose to believe in that it ain't come to your fucking doorstep yet, because brother, sister, other, it just might.
You ain't wrong, Livingston, man.
Big fact.
You ain't wrong. Robbie, thank you so much for calling tonight, man. I really appreciate your insight. I appreciate the conversation. Thank you. Thank you. Do you have anything to add? Why don't you leave us with a last word for our listeners tonight?
The last word. Well, I would say make sure your preps are right. Exactly your everything. Keep your powder dry and your head on a swivel, because nobody knows what's going to happen next. Everything is in the wind. There's a good possibility that it comes here, but we don't know, because we only know what we know and what we're given. So I would say be safe, be strong, be vigilant, but ultimately stay prayed up. I'll talk to you guys next time I talk to you. Mike, I'll hear from you soon.
Absolutely, Rob. Have a great night. Thank you so much for calling in, my brother, and thank you so much for the last word tonight. Really hits home.
All right, guys. Y'all have a good night.
You too, Rob. Talk to you soon. Bye.
Later, guys.
Rob from Florida. Florida man himself. Some
Got a couple of them.
profound words. Farm girl. Farm girl. You did not have to do that. Thank you so very much for your generous donation. We really, really appreciate it. Helps keep the hotline open. Livingston Man is trying to heart it so bad, but he doesn't know it's just a super sticker. Can't do anything to it. Can't even like it.
Let's make it go away.
I know. Well, you got to scroll all the way down. It should go. Appreciate every single one of you for coming out tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, the most important tool in all of this modern life that either you were born into or perhaps you were born into an older version of it, now you've been forced to adapt to it. Fact remains, we're all here together.
Yeah.
Keep this about you. It's the only thing.
Definitely.
This is the only thing. And don't feed it shit. Make sure you keep in mind what you are feeding yourself. Ask yourself, is this real? Am I wrong? Don't be afraid to be self-critical or self-analytical. You might surprise yourself.
Thank you for joining us on this We All Gonna Die Wednesday and investing your most valuable resource here with us tonight, your time. I appreciate you. I want y'all to stay safe. Do me a favor. I got some homework for y'all before we go. If you are into preparedness, if you have preps, I want you to do some homework between this Wednesday and next Wednesday. I want you to do a little inventory. I want you to go through your stuff. I want you to write it all down on a piece of paper. I want you to look at it on a piece of paper and ask yourself, how long do you have? How long do you have before this is a problem, right? Do a little bit of homework. Just inventory your preps. Take stock of what you have. Find your holes and do the absolute best you can to plug those holes. And hopefully, whatever calamity comes your way, it's a little bit easier to deal with if you've got as many of those holes plugged as possible. Thank you again for joining us. If you're new here, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It's the only way the channel grows is if you subscribe. If you're watching in the background and you watch frequently, hit that subscribe button, man. It really, really helps out. Smash the like if you're here, if you had a good time. If you got anything of value from this, I hope you smash that like button and share this. That's how everybody grows, is the shares, right? When you share somebody's content, it reaches somebody new, maybe somebody who's looking for content just like this. Thank you so much for joining us on this We All Gonna Die Wednesday. And, Katrinka, LOL, I remember the question. She wanted to know that where that beautiful bean footage came from. And that's a slogan that I stole from Bush's Baked Beans. Livingston Man, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hey, Alexa, you know what day it is? It's We All Gonna Die!